Hello, good afternoon. My name is Julio Perez. Good afternoon, Mrs. Moraz. Good afternoon, speech class in Tampa campus. The topic that I want to talk about today is about traveling through all 50 states. This is a topic that I'm passionate about. One of the things that happened to me in 2015 is that I traveled through every single state. It's unbelievable, but it's actually true. I want to educate you guys in three main points. One of the things that happened to me is memorable moments that happened throughout the trip, food experiences, because obviously we like to eat, and then fun experiences that happen. So, how many people out of all of you guys like to travel? Can you raise your hand? All right, that's a lot of you guys. Awesome. So, one of the things about me, my name is Julio Perez. Like I said, I did a lot of research about this whole topic. There's a lot of Facebook maps and things like that. The scientists created, a great way to travel through all states. But it's honestly, it's a lot of baloney. It's not true at all. So I came up with a lot of different routes and everything, how to get it done, and then I made it happen. I started out from Mile Zero, which is Key West, and I'm from Miami, and then went all the way through the coast and made it all the way happen. One of the things that happened is that most of the people have the dream of traveling throughout this beautiful country, and then never made it happen. So I'm just gonna give you a few outlines and things that that's how my trip started. Key West, and then one of the things that I wanted you to take away from this speech is that don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do something. Because I'm 5'4", I'm not rich, so I made it through every single state, and then I got to see a lot of beautiful things, and it was amazing. Getting to know the people, getting to know everybody from different backgrounds, cultures, accents, ethnicities. It was really an amazing trip. It was more like a self-discovery than anything else. Originally, I planned to selfishly just have fun, and in the end, I ended up going and learning about the culture, learning about the people, learning about the food, what actually matters to everybody in that trip, and it was amazing. So one of the things that I wanted to say is that when I talk about different memorable moments, we talk about like Yellowstone. We came to see the Old Faithful. A lot of people will be like, oh, it's just like Keiser and it shoots water and everything, but it was very significant, and everybody was in unison when everything ended. Everybody just clapped, and then everybody stood up, and it was very patriotic. I don't know what was it about it, but even the tourists and everybody just stood up and then stayed in silence and then just clapped and cheered, and everything was really amazing. All the things that happened, going through Alaska, that's around Hoover Dam between Arizona and Nevada. I went through a lot of significant parts about my trip. When I went from Washington State to Alaska, it took me 3 days. So it was very significant for me to get to Alaska. It was really great. Lombard Street, if everybody knows, is like the most curves, and like I drove through that. It was amazing. It was really fun to do that. I drove through the Golden Gate Bridge. I went to the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas, and I got to spend a lot of nights in New York, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, you name it. I was there doing karaoke and doing all kinds of activities. It was really fun. So there's no way to forget about the food, because everybody likes different food. That's the most northern dentist in the world, believe it or not. So it's really amazing. Like I said, I was talking about the guys here in this is in Wyoming. A lot of people don't know Yellowstone is in Wyoming, and Montana is the dual White House. This is the Grand Canyon. So look at that. This is dangerous. Don't do it. I was in that corner, and then I was like, you only live once. So that's one of the things that it was really crazy, but I had fun. So let's talk about food right now. A lot of people love barbecue, from Texas, and it's delicious food. It was like $20, but it's so worth it. There's a lot of San Antonio, Texas. You get to see all the different type of tastes of Mexican food variations and different things. This is a Navajo burger. They have fry bread. So they fry bread, and then they have the fries, and everything is delicious. It's like something you've never had before in your life. So it's really amazing. The beignets in New Orleans, amazing. Everything you gotta pay cash, and then Café du Monde is like the staple for New Orleans. So it's really nice. When you go to Honolulu, Hawaii, you get to experience all kinds of food, Omaha steak, they ship it everywhere in the world, and then it's delicious. Kansas City barbecue, amazing, saucy, delicious. They have toasted ravioli. Believe it or not, it's a delicacy in a different city, Missouri. Paul Rose in Des Moines, Iowa. This is the Juicy Lucy. Basically, it's got cheese on the inside. When you bite into it, it just spits cheese on it. It's kind of interesting. For fun experiences, it basically had a lot of good experience. Like everybody talks about, like, hey, this is not my first rodeo, right? So technically, I'm from Miami, Florida, so never been to a rodeo until I went to Kansas City, and then I went to the largest night rodeo in the whole state. So it was amazing. And then I went to another rodeo in the state of North Dakota. So it's a really amazing thing. And then, so in conclusion, one of the things I would like to say is that I talked about memorable moments, food experiences, and fun experience that I had throughout my trip. And I got to get to know the country as a whole. It was a great experience, and I highly I invite you guys to do that. Just remember, life is a highway. You'll live once. Might as well make it worth it. If you ever heard of the movie Inception, think of this moment and then get a piece of paper and a pen, make an outline just like the one we did for the speech, and then plan your own trip the way you want it to see and make it happen for yourself. Thank you very much, Tampa. Thank you very much, online. Have a nice day.
Thank you.